The next speaker is Sharon Howell, the Acting Regional Manager, Northern Region, Department of Finance, who's going to give us a talk on government procurement or selling to government. Please welcome Sharon.
Good morning, thank you. Okay, I'm going to talk about selling to the government. Okay, at the Department of Finance, we're located in all the regions across. We've got a couple of different streams. We've got our works procurement and we've got our goods and services. Our works procurement covers the maintenance of the government buildings, minor works, capital projects and advanced planning and knowledge sharing. The goods and services procurement, we assist government agencies on doing procurement for anything over $20,000. We help in doing group buying arrangements and advice, planning and knowledge sharing as well. So they're the two main streams that we have in each region. Okay. There are a few government departments that we actually don't help, and they're the ports, Western Power, Water Corp, Public Transport, and there's some others like Main Roads who've got some other special responsibilities. Apart from that, every other government department actually comes to us for some form of assistance in their procurements and things like that. Sorry, I'm speeding through this, sorry. Our works, we've just set up a service alliance to allow contractors, companies, small businesses who deal with maintenance services and breakdowns, who've got some skills, to actually work directly with us. It's something new that we're working in and helping us with tendering for works for quote. Our maintenance services has a 24/7 breakdown repair service for all the government department buildings, schools and things like that. So if you've got a skill that you think you might be able to help us with, because we're doing a database and we're actually going to only be using those people on the database, you need to actually register. So if you go onto our finance website, have a look at Building Management Works, there is a link to go into our Service Alliance. You can log on and it's tendering online, which is really easy, and there's tick boxes for what sort of services you can provide. This is something that's new we're working on in getting all our contractors up to date and everything like that. And once there goes through, we're having buying rules putting through for tendering for works for quotes that's going through. With our goods and services, which is actually my normal element, I'm normally the senior procurement manager. We do common use arrangements, so there's government agencies all buy a common factor, so we'll do a common use arrangement. For government agencies, direct purchases are under 5,000, so they can actually, anything under 5,000, they can just go out and buy. We still say test the market as well. Simple verbal quotes can be done for under 20,000. And that's just 3 or 4 suppliers around the place. You can just go out. It's a good idea to keep testing the market at all the time, even under 5. Written quotes over 20, and that's where my expertise comes in. I'll help write the quotation. You write the specification, or the department writes the specification. I'll help put everything together, put it out to the marketplace, assist in evaluation, and ensure there's probity and equity throughout the place. Open tenders over 150, we actually publicise on Tenders WA. I don't know if any of you know Tenders WA. It's actually where government advertise what services, goods and services are out there, even works. So it's a really good thing to actually have a look at our Tenders WA website. Okay. We don't always go lowest price wins anymore. It's been changed for a long time. Especially in the procurement field. We're looking at the quality of the service or product, the expertise of the people behind it, their experience. We're also looking at things like their insurances, licence, legal liabilities, whether appropriate standards are being met and across the board. Looking at establishing relationships as well, and sustainability, environment and economical, looking at how we can actually help. So as I said, money is value for money, cost is actually the lowest. Okay, some of our benefits, we want to establish sound relationships with people. We want to ensure you're getting value for money. The lowest sometimes is good, it might break very quickly. Paying, and that's why we go through qualitative criteria. We try and do things in a timely manner for you, get delivery in timely manner. It's actually opening up wider benefits for regions across WA. I've got offices, counterparts right across WA in different offices, and we look at buying local. We look at the buy local policy as well. When we go out for tender, we have things like regional price preferences. If you're a local business and you're established in the region, there is a 10% preference you receive off your offer. However, you actually have to, in the request documents that go out, you actually have to claim for it. There is local content. For anything where we call a contract over $750,000, it's a 20% weighted qualitative criteria that we have. However, in saying that, we've got a few trade agreements that are out there, and we're dealing with a few different companies. That all negates everything. It becomes a zero qualitative percentage. But when we're working through the tender process, we'll actually clearly define everything like that for you. There are documents on State Supply Commission policy. I'm bound by the State Supply Commission for procurement of goods and services, and they set our rules for us. As I said, Tenders WA, it's a good online website for advertising. So it's good to get registered. You can actually register. If you say, well, my business is X, you can actually go and register to say anything that comes up, and it's used on the UNSPSC Auslang, the new Auslang coding. You can register against that. It is still good to check on a regular basis. If you get just one thing out of the UNSP numbering, you won't receive any information back to you. There are a lot of brochures and seminars that are run mainly from Perth of selling to government on products and services. A lot of information is on our internet. We have, as I said, we've got locally based regional offices. There is one in Karratha at 3 to 5 Welcome Road. It's the same. We're in the same area as the Department of Housing and the Department of Transport office. I'm also have offices in Broome, Kununurra, and they help cover the Pilbara as well. Very short, very sweet. Sorry.